What about some use case breakdowns? You want that one? Here we go. We're missing the why behind those payments. That's not in the data. We don't know why. How much of it is B2B? And how much of it is consumer or government disbursements? Because that's right. The government, US Treasury, is using FedNow. Right now, the high value averages tell us that businesses, and probably even government transactions, are driving most of the volume. That means that retail, small businesses, where the real long-term growth lives, they haven't even gotten to take off yet. And they will. Just wait, watch and see. Because we're still in the first inning. I mean, it is World Series time. Let's just, we got to have a baseball reference. When consumer bill pay, though, instant payroll, small business transfers, well, when they get to the party, that's when the volume curve, it's going to go vertical again. I'm telling you, I'm predicting it. You heard it here. You know what else is missing? Settlement performance and reliability. We don't see the average settlement times. We don't see the uptime. We don't even see error rates in this data. But every FI using FedNow knows it's fast, it's stable, and it's always on. If you're waiting to see if FedNow is reliable, there's no waiting. It already is. Every day, FedNow is settling billions without any headlines, without any hiccups, without any hesitations. And, some certain organizations were recently in the headlines for not being up and available. Something else that's not there, the participation to volume ratio. We also don't see how much volume each bank or credit union is handling, but we can infer it. So if there's 1,500 financial institutions that are producing $307 billion a quarter, the per FI averages, well, that'd be staggering if it's evenly distributed. It may not, but let's say it is. That number is only going to rise as more participants come online. Get your piece of the pie. The network effect is real. Every financial institution, and this is true, every financial institution that joins increases the value for everyone else. Customer demand, is that in there? Is it? Because here's another gap. We don't see the customer behavior data. We don't see how many consumers or businesses are asking for instant payments. But we don't really have to. The reality is they're asking for it. They want it every day. Every survey out there that I've seen, that I'm aware of, says something basically like this. People expect money to move instantly. I ask this all the time. Would you like your money now or in a couple of weeks? Nobody says anything other than, yeah, I'll take it now. If your customers can stream movies in seconds, send texts in milliseconds, they won't understand why it takes their money days to move or even hours. And that, my friends, that's a loyalty problem waiting to happen. That's actually gift wrapping it for the app store for them to leave you. Fact, sorry, don't mean to be crass, but hey, it's true. Oh, and there's integration and readiness too. We also don't see onboarding time. Does it exist? Well, here's the secret most people are missing. Most core processors, most third-party service providers like Pidgin are already certified, already able to do this. You probably more ready than you could even think. You probably are. So if your core is something like Jack Henry, Fiserv, Finastra, congratulations. You're ready. If you use somebody like Pidgin, you're ready. You just need to flip the switch, turn it on, and watch how fast you can be onboarded. Oh, you know what? What about return on investment in business cases? Yeah, that's a big one. Because nowhere in the Fed's data do we see return on investment. It's not in there. But we can connect the dots. I love connecting the dots. That's what I do. Instant liquidity means fewer overdrafts, faster reconciliation. Oh, and this thing called customer stickiness. FedNow isn't just a payment rail. It's a liquidity tool. Every minute you move money faster, you're strengthening your customer's relationship, consumer and business, and your cash position. You know what else I don't see in that data? Fraud and risk controls. That's right. We don't see it in the data, but we should absolutely be talking about it. Because when it comes to fraud, everybody's worried about that one, right? FedNow has built-in controls. They have the negative list, they have transaction limits, they even have a thing called activity thresholds, account activity thresholds that do amazing things when it comes to helping stop and prevent fraud. These tools are working, and we don't have public access to that data. Why? Because they're working. Once those numbers come out, I know confidence will soar even more. Fraud is the number one fear, the number one barrier that's out there, but Fed has made it very easy to solve. FedNow is proving you can be fast, safe, and secure. Now you're probably going, hey, what's this all mean to me? Well, here's your big takeaway. The FedNow data tells us that the FedNow service is growing, and it's growing fast. We've got more than a year's worth of data. It's not just a quarter of data, it's years of data. But the missing data, that's what tells us it's just getting started. Every quarter, the transaction totals climb. Every day, more processors, more banks, more organizations are coming online. Every minute, customers are learning and expecting to have instant payments because they're no longer a luxury. They are an expectation that they demand, and just, hey, why isn't it there, if anything, right? It's got to be there.
Instant payments are essential for my business to thrive in this market.
Absolutely. We demand that level of speed from our financial partners.
So if you're waiting for the perfect time to join FedNow, too late. You already missed it. I'm serious. The early adopters are already in. The growth curve is steep, and the opportunity window, well, for you, is to get on right now. Don't wait any longer. Because in payments, and this is a reality, there's data from multiple payment channels over time to support this. The early movers don't just catch up, they define the future of payments. So I got a question for you. Are you going to watch the FedNow data grow from the outside? Or are you going to be part of that data growth yourself? Today, class isn't dismissed. It's still in session. And the future of instant payments, it's already here.